bottom out. It's the topic that people are saying about MK1. We touched on it last week with the talent exodus, but after Stabrand's long-awaited debut, the rumors are coming out more that replacement of talent was just not there for MK1 this season. Not that these are not talented racers, not that they won't get there, but we're looking at what is the product from this week to next week, and we just see a huge drop-off from last season. What do you think, Scott?
I hear that MK1 has been looking for a new star.
You know, you think after his debut, and then you hear that clip, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's not what I was expecting, I guess is all I'll say. I think it was back-to-back 11th for him.
Yeah.
And, not the star we kind of expected. But, you know, I'm going to push back a bit about, you know, some of that. I see the headlines, everyone's saying, you know, MK1, mass talent exodus, you know, is the league, you know, a shell of its former self. And I don't know. I mean, you think about Midas, right? Like Midas sucked at first, and now he's one of the premier racers in the sport. We just don't know what's the brand and Tanis and even Starla. I think Starla was preferable to Dolph, if you ask me. But
yeah, I didn't even think about that. I mean, that's the confusing thing is they have so many incredible talents in MK2, and then, I mean, Dolph is like a no doubter. Like that was electric to watch him last week, and then you know he gave me his phone number, and I was surprised. I heard Starla's coming up, and I call him, and there's no dial tone. It just, you know, goes directly to like beep, 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 you know. And I was just confused. Like, this is a long string of racers who have either been banned from the league or moved to another league, or in this case, just disappeared. I don't know. Like, I don't want to speculate on him. You know, maybe he just gave me the wrong number or something, but, you know, he wasn't there, and I just was kind of expecting to see him with Gab out.
I mean, I think the MK1 commissioner knows what he's doing, and I know people are saying that Starla was a big, fat, juicy steak for the 3 stars, and that this is what the MK1 commissioner wants, you know, just some you know, bottom tier racers so the 3 stars can shine, and that did kind of happen this weekend. You know, they were basically like they just had their way out there. You know, they dominated the podium both weekends, or both events. But I don't know. I mean, it's we just have to wait and see before the media runs away with calling these new racers, you know, some not nice terms. I think we've read a few things that people are really on Tanis and Stabrand and just saying, you know, right now they don't look like they're adequate replacements for Midas and T-Money, but, you know, we don't know. I think, you know, you got to give these kids a chance.
Yeah, and I think that in the long run, they're both going to be big players in the sport. I think that they've got that raw natural talent. I said it a million times, but right now it's just confusing why the league would give, you know, a spot to a racer like that versus somebody who's like Dolph, who has just been ready to go, and he got his chance after, I mean, 3 or 4 years.
Dolph is...
He's been 3 or 4 years in what is he busy with? His racing is always... He's waited for a chance for 3 or 4 years racing.
Special assignment, and he's busy.
What kind of special assignment? What are you talking about?
He can't race right now.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's unable to race, is all I'm saying.
What do you know?
It's just, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that, you know, Tanis has cool style. Did you see her nails? I mean, enough about Dolph.
Yeah.
How about that? Do you think it's a cocky move to do that? You know, maybe, you know, style before substance? Or is it kind of, you know, look good, feel good, play good, paid good kind of situation?
This isn't journalism. We're journalists, Scott.
Yeah, and I told you Dolph is working. But it's, yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot to love about MK1. You agree, or...
I mean, I'm MK1's biggest fan, but
and you're just
I think their talent mismanagement, I'm a little confused by it.
Like, we were told to drop it. It was strict. MK1 commissioner said, don't talk about Dolph. He's busy.
Okay. Busy with what?
It doesn't matter. He can't race, is all we were told.
This is feeling like a very familiar story.
He's unable to race, but it's, you know, this is why the league is the prominent league. You got the 3 stars. That's what people want to see, not some, you know, little sweet, embarrassing, or not embarrassing, but, you know, interrupting.
You want to see stars, but I mean, here's the thing. It's like 3 stars. That's great. I love it. I love a guiding North Star, all those other ones, constellations, etc. But this is starting to feel like light pollution, so to speak. So I want to look up in the sky, and with MKS, I'm seeing a sky full of stars. I'm seeing just an incredibly vibrant sky. Whereas with this, yes, there are 3 stars, but it's almost like they're the only 3 stars out there. So it's something that the MK1 has to deal with